name is Bobby Rainio, and I'm going to be talking about if I had $1,000,000. If I had $1,000,000, I'd donate half of it into cancer foundations to help people in need so they can have a more sufficient and ongoing life with themselves. The other half, I guess, fourth of it, I'd put it into stocks so that way I can build more money so I can keep donating to cancer. And then the other part of it, the other fourth, I put into my savings just so I can know that I have money there no matter what and build it from there on. But the main thing would be to help people, which is like real good because I see equalism between everyone and everybody should have a chance at living longer than their life expectancy with cancer. Pause it right there. I would need more.
Hi, my name is Ross Taylor, and we'll be talking to you about if I had $1,000,000. If I had $1,000,000, I would invest at least $150 into homes and then fix them up, sell them, so then more money will flow in. Then I will take a good lump sum, put it in the bank, give a few of it to my family, just to say that I'm not all selfish. And then whatever I have left, I'll do exactly what Bobby did, just put it in the stocks and then throw it out to charity because I don't need it anymore. I'll have a job, so I'll still be making money. I'm not going to just quit my job. I mean, I'll get money, cash flow from the homes that I sell. If they break down, I just use the money from my savings account, splurge a little with a checking account, buy some toys that I want. And I think that's about it.
Thanks.
Hey, my name is Alfonso Calderon Jr. and I'm going to be talking to you about what I would do if I had $1,000,000. Firstly, the first thing I would do is donate to find a cure for a disease called lupus. If y'all don't know what it is, it's a disease that attacks the bones and the organs and basically shuts them down, and the disease my mother has. And I want to find a cure for it because most people don't survive, like 75% of the people survive like 15 years after they're diagnosed with it, if they're treated right. But my mom's an illegal alien, so she won't get treated right, so that's why I want to find a cure. And then the next thing I would do is invest so I could start my own gaming company, like I said before, because I want to start a gaming company. And I was reading and it said that to start one it's about $70,000. I don't know, right? You need computers, you need people who know how to use computers, and office, and other whatnot devices and stuff, and yeah. And then the third thing I would do is buy more lottery tickets so I can win more money. Lottery tickets are like $2, $5. I'll probably have like $15,000 left after everything I do, so spend some money on buying lottery tickets and then get more money. And then after that money that I won from the lottery, pay off my student loans. And yeah, maybe buy a car, buy a house, have a family, happy ending.
Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Conrad Olagavin, and what would I do if I got $1,000,000? Well, I know the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take care of the government, because the government's going to want to take my money, 40% probably. $400,000 gone. Alright, I'm down to $600,000 now. What would I do with $600,000? Here's what I would do with $600,000. You know, 10% of everything I always make, put that into savings. And so that, take it all back. The first thing I always do with the first 10% I get is give that to charities, any organizations out there that could use some help. So $60,000 to charity like Habitat for Humanities, Roscom Foundation, Green Initiatives, things of that nature. $60,000, that would be another 10%, that would go towards my personal growth. What can I do for personal growth that I can spend $60,000 on? I have no idea. I can attend like 1,000 seminars for the rest of my life. Great. But if you think about it, this idea, if you take 10% on personal growth and you actually do experience some personal growth, that also means the amount of money that you're probably able to make if you wanted to will also go up. So if you started out with like $6 and you spent that on personal growth, maybe you bought a DVD, great. Then the next thing is you learned how to make a few more dollars, and you were at $60 for personal growth. Then with that, you did really well, and you were at $600. Then at $6,000, $60,000. Then what would I do with $60 million for personal growth? I have no idea, but I'd probably hang out with Warren Buffett. Next thing, 10% goes towards my rainy day fund at $60,000 for 12 months at $5,000 if I was not going to do anything at all, if I wasn't going to work. And then I'd take $60,000, just have fun with it. Go on trips, vacay, have new experiences around the world, and do things that people don't normally do. Have you seen those guys jump out of the airplanes and then they don't have, their parachute is attached to them, but they're gliding? Oh, that would be so cool. I'd probably need insurance for that. I don't want to die. $60,000 would go towards my family in the Philippines. They are pretty much broke and they don't have a lot. So either I'm going to take them all and bring them here and populate America with Filipinos. I'm just joking. Or allow them to use their money wisely, split it so that they can go to college. I'd take $100,000 and use that for investments. That would be real estate. I could rent out some houses, stocks, money markets, mutual funds, things of that nature. And then with another $100,000, I would pay off all of my loans and my student loans and my credit cards. There's not a lot, but I have a little bit. My car and my parents' house. I think $100,000 would just cover all that. So I'm left to about $100,000 left over, and what I would do is $50,000 of that would go to Consulate, my business. $10,000 would go to a student competition for a new business idea that students would have. That might be anywhere in the DFW. I'd have all those schools compete or something like that. That would be ridiculously cool. $10,000 for a dance competition. You know, kind of like Dancing with the Stars or something like that. Except for this would be probably like amateurs who are trying to get big. That would be really cool. $10,000 would go to scholarship for students. $10,000 would go to my personal brand imaging. And that's where most of the majority of the money will go to. There's $10,000 left. What would I do with that $10,000? It would be for the next cool idea, the next big idea. Guys, thanks for listening to me. Hope you had fun. I'm Conrad, signing out.